because things are starting to make its way into our listening area. So we will talk a little bit more about that here in just a second. But we do want to talk as well about something happier than storms. Talk a little golf. You know I love me some golf. So when folks come on here wanting to talk some golf tournaments, I'm certainly all ears. We've got Derek and Austin joining us here. Our friends from Community Field joining us here this morning to talk about a little bit of a golf tournament that they've got going on. Guys, good to see you. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, good to see you, Wyatt.
Hey, great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to have you with us, and great to talk a little golf. Even though, like I said, with the storms, it's been a little tough to maybe get out on the courses for us golfers out there. But you guys are putting on a golf tournament coming up here before too terribly long. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Yep. It's called Sandlot Classic, Friends of Community Field. It's going to be September 4th. We're going to do food at noon, shotgun start at 1 o'clock, and it's a little bit different format than your most usual golf tournaments. We're not doing a 4-person, 18-hole golf tournament. We're doing a 9-hole, 2-person, and also we're limiting the amount of clubs you can have in your bag to 3 clubs. Plus a putter. That's not including a putter. So your team can kind of move around. Somebody can bring a driver, somebody can bring a wedges.
Like
kind
that.
of mix it up. But just something fun. That's kind of what we're wanting to do and try to get a little bit of motivation here for people to go ahead and sign up and play in this golf tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the deadline, you got a deadline coming up. Obviously, September 4th. It's going to be here before you know it, guys. And we want to get as many folks in as we can. And spots are limited, correct?
That's right. Yeah. With only 9 holes, there's not a lot of room for teams.
Yeah, certainly so. So you want to make sure you get in. If folks want to sign up and get their team in, how do they go about doing that?
I believe there's a link on the Burlington Bees Facebook page. That'd probably be the easiest. Or you can contact Jill or Jessica at Burlington Bees. I believe their phone number is 754-5705.
Okay.
And then, let me double check. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Or they can get a hold of one of us. I know there's probably a lot of us that we know the golfers that are going to want to play. You can contact us. We can send you the form and all that stuff, and we'll figure out how to get it. But we know there's only probably about 15 spots left. So if you want to get in, you got to get in now.
Yeah, only 15 spots there. So that is a little bit of urgency there if you're a golfer and want to get in. I like the format though because it gets everybody involved. If you got a guy who's really good at striping the ball off the tee, somebody good with the irons, and a couple good putters. That is actually a really cool format. I like that. And of course, this goes, raising the money for Friends of Community Field, which for folks who don't know what Friends of Community Field, what you guys do, let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Friends of Community Field is the nonprofit fundraising branch of the Burlington Bees, where we have put together a number of fundraising events over the years. We also do a winter banquet in which we bring in a special guest speaker, and we just talk about the Bees and trying to keep baseball in Burlington.
Yeah.
We utilize the funds that we raise to support the Bees operations at Community Field and some of the more major projects. Right now, we're really trying to fundraise because the turf that we play on is fairly well aged. It's lived well past its lifetime, and it's going to need some major repairs. And if you've ever been out to the Bees, you know that scoreboard is seen better days, and we'd love to see some improvement on it.
Yeah, certainly so. Baseball's been around Burlington a long time. So keeping baseball in the city of Burlington, I know something that a lot of people can get behind there. So that's why you guys are able to do such cool things like this, and have been able to keep baseball in Burlington for so long. We're talking with Derek and Austin with Friends of Community Field, talking about their golf tournament. We do have details for this, by the way, up on the website, 1017thebull.com, on our community calendar. And, one thing that you did want to cover there, the day of that tournament, you guys are going to have some cool prizes. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of our prizes are going to be focused on kind of getting you out to the Bees. We're going to give away Bees Bucks, so dollars that you can spend at the Bees at the Community Field. But we also are going to give away some of our special seating. Some of our patio seating is going to be some of our top prizes. But there's also a $5,000 long putt challenge that's
Okay.
going to be at the event as well.
All right. So some fun stuff happening there throughout the tournament there. So you can have some fun with the friends of Community Field and, help keep baseball right here in Burlington, Iowa, as Derek and Austin joining us here. Guys, anything else you want to add? If folks want to get in touch with you guys about, what you guys do with Friends of Community Field, how they go about getting a hold of you guys.
They can reach out directly to the Burlington Bees office, Jill Mason or Jessica McChesney at the office there. They'll take their calls and stop in and see them. I've got a Friends of Community Field board meeting coming up next Tuesday, so let's get going.
Yeah, they can never have too many members there. Of course, the great people there, the Burlington Bees, which, the great people. We love partnering with the Burlington Bees, and you guys do some great work there as well, making sure that baseball stays here in the great city of Burlington. So, guys, appreciate you coming in here and chatting about that. Best of luck with that golf tournament there coming up. Date and time once again?
September 4th, the food will be at noon, and the golf tournament starts at 1, and it should probably last 2-3 hours all tops. So
and that's at Flint Hills Golf Course, right?
Flint Hills, correct.
Okay, yep, want to make sure of that. So, guys, appreciate the time, appreciate you coming in here, and hopefully we get some dry days so that we're not playing with a lot of water come that
Agreed.
Golf tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you guys for coming in here this morning. Get the details for that, by the way, on the website, 1017thebull.com. Check out our community calendar, Friends of Community Field, the golf tournament coming up on September 4th.